Mad Alliance, what's howling? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. This is going to be my reaction and review for part 1, episode 6 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Let's get it.
Hey.
Lieutenant Colonel?
The folks at the Eastern Command Center were a little too busy to make it down here today, so I came to see you off instead.
Great, but would you mind telling me what the Major's doing here?
For protection.
Are you sure Al made it on board?
Of course.
I thought
Why?
I'd get lonely without little company.
My brother isn't some kind of farm animal!
Oh, it's time. Okay, you boys have a safe trip. Stop in and give me a shout the next time you make it to Central.
Dr. Marco! Dr. Marco, that is you, isn't it? It's me, Alex Louis Armstrong from Central.
Friend of yours?
He's from Central, a talented state alchemist. He was researching into possible medical applications of alchemy. But after the Ishvalan Civil War, he went missing, just disappeared.
Let's go, Major. A guy like this doctor might know some useful things about bioalchemy. This is it. Hello?
All right, tell me what you two are doing here. Have you come to take me back?
Please, doctor, calm down.
I don't ever want to go back.
I'll ask you one more time, please calm down.
Alphonse!
Doctor, what exactly was it you were ordered to do research on? What thing?
The Philosopher's Stone. The top secret materials I took were my research documents, and the stone itself.
So he knows about
You
it.
mean you still have it? It's here? How can that be the stone? It's a liquid.
Just as the Philosopher's Stone is called by many names, so it can take on many forms. It is not necessarily a stone.
So,
This is an incomplete product, however. There's no way to know when it will reach its limit and become unusable.
Finished or not, it demonstrated plenty of power during the Ishvalan Civil War, right? It's just like the stone that false priest had in Lior. It was incomplete, but it still amplified his powers considerably.
so all of them are...
If imitation stones this powerful can be produced, who's to say a complete product can't be created?
They're not necessarily fake.
Please, Dr. Marco, I
It's
need
just
access to your research
incomplete.
materials.
I see. So you've committed the taboo. Amazing. The ability to transmute a specific person's soul like this. Maybe one as talented as you would be able to produce a complete Philosopher's Stone.
So,
But I can't show you my research.
why not?
You must not seek after the stone.
Not even if it's to get our bodies back?
Yeah.
Never.
Why?
This is the devil's research. If you chase the stone, you will go through hell.
I've already
Why?
been through hell!
Please. Please just leave.
Well, that's BS.
We gained plenty just by finding out that the Philosopher's Stone can be made. Now we'll just have to look for some other way to do it.
So it could be made.
What about you, Major?
There is no fake
How do you
one.
feel about not reporting back to Central on Dr. Marco's
Just
location?
incomplete ones.
Dr. Marco?
This is where my materials are. If you're certain you won't regret learning the truth in the end, start looking here. Look closely. Maybe you'll find the truth hidden within the truth. But I've said too much already.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
I hope the day will come when you are able to restore your bodies.
You're a G, Doctor.
Brother, what does the note say?
National Central Library, first branch.
I've been looking for you.
I knew this. I knew something was. Ah, shoot.
This is Major Alex Louis Armstrong.
I'm Pinocchio Rockbell. I know I haven't seen you for a while, Ed, but you've gone and grown smaller.
Granny, you've got it wrong. You're supposed to say how big you've grown lately, Ed.
But why would I say something so clearly untrue?
I'm you, you mini hag!
Edward, I thought I told you to call first when you're heading back here for maintenance.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little smashed up.
Sorry,
Smashed up a little. Ed,
sorry.
what you've done to my beautiful creation. I slaved over this.
It's basically the same, it's just in smaller pieces.
Don't tell me. You a little smashed up too, Al? What kind of trouble have you two been getting yourselves into? Idiots. All you ever do is worry me.
It's not just the arm. Your leg needs adjusting, too.
Guess your growth's not completely stunted after all.
Shut up!
Leg aside, the shape the arm's in, we'll have to build it from scratch.
Is there any chance you can have it done in a week?
Give us some credit, Ed. 3 days.
3 days, huh? Between machining, assembly, connecting, and finishing. That's 3 all-nighters.
I'm sorry for all the trouble.
Well, you want to get to Central as soon as possible, right? Then I'll work my butt off for you.
I'm curious, Madam Rockbell. You speak of the Elrics as though they were your grandsons.
Of course, I've been watching over them since they were born. I'm a friend of the family, you see. The boy's father is an old drinking pal of mine. One day, he up and left the village, abandoning his wife and sons. I don't even know whether he's alive now or not.
Come to think of it, Madam, where are young Winry's parents?
Gone, Major. They both died in the Civil War. My son and his wife were surgeons. They went to the battlefield to do what they could. There were never enough doctors for all the injured soldiers. We also have an empty patient's cot and some spare bedding if you'd like. The boys don't have anywhere else to stay but here. Adding one more guest won't be any inconvenience to us.
What about the house they grew up in?
It's gone now. The brothers don't have any home to return to. The day they left, after Ed had gotten his state certification, they burned down their own house. My guess is they did it because with no house to come home to, there could be no turning back.
I'm back.
Oh, Edward Elric! What an yielding love to try and bring your mother back to life! What a tremendous sacrifice to give up your arm in order to transmute your brother's disembodied soul! What determination to burn down your own house to make sure there was no
Story
retreat.
messed him up.
Come, Edward! Allow me to offer you this company!
No!
Stay back and don't rub your chest on me!
Ah!
Here you go. It's all ready.
Hey.
All right, we're done. Well?
Yeah, it feels good.
I increased the percentage of chrome this time, so it should be less prone to rusting. The trade-off is that it's not quite as strong, so don't try anything crazy. Hey, listen up!
You can fix him right here?
Yep, you have to know the trick to it, though. Major, you see that seal on the inside of his back? That's the medium between Al's soul and the armor. So I have to be sure not to ruin it.
Yeah, you can do it after me again.
There you go. You're good as new. You ready to try it out?
Yeah.
It'll be quiet around here without those boys.
They're both A1 and ready to go.
Little brother?
Yep, it's time to head to Central and find Dr. Marco's documents. We leave first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you again for everything, Granny.
Sure. Hold on a second, boys. You should come back once in a while and have dinner with us.
You want us to come all this way into the mountains just for some dinner?
Edward, Alphonse. Come back soon, Kay?
Yeah.
I am so happy about the huge revelation I discovered in this episode about the Philosopher's Stone. So, okay, so basically, I was thinking there was some fake ones that still had the power of the Philosopher's Stone, but then the real one just, you would know if you had the real one because it couldn't break. But so basically, and you guys were trying to tell me this too without spoiling it, and you did a good job. So basically, there is no fake Philosopher's Stones, right? So basically what there is there's complete ones, and then there's incomplete ones. So there could be more than one real Philosopher's Stone, because basically they're all real. It's just, you either have a complete one or an incomplete one. And they could be made as well. So now, Edward and Alphonse, they don't have to go on this journey to try and find this one Philosopher's Stone. Now they just have to, find the rest of the documents and stuff, so they can find all the materials and stuff to make it themselves, since it could be made. And they'll need to make a complete one, I guess, if they want to bring their bodies back. So it's like this liquid and other, materials and stuff. And yeah, I'm really happy now, because that was my biggest question throughout watching this whole show so far, is what's exactly the deal with the Philosopher's Stones. And so that's the deal. So yeah, now they just have to make it. So there's complete ones, and so that means the one that the guy had in episode 3 and the one that Isaac had in episode 1, those were, I was about to say fake. Those were incomplete Philosopher's Stones, because they broke. So I assume a complete Philosopher's Stone can't break. That's what I'm going to assume. Let me know if it won't spoil me, because now there's not too much to spoil me about anymore, because I know pretty much the whole deal about the Philosopher's Stones. There's complete ones and incomplete ones. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And now they both got their arms back and everything's working again. The doctor, the doctor's probably dead. Oh shoot, the doctor's probably dead. And he was a G. He was a G for giving them some of the papers and, where to go to get the documents. And now he's probably dead. He's probably, I don't even, how the lady even find out about him. I still don't know anything about the lady. Man, he's probably dead. He's probably dead. Well, they got all they needed from him, at least. He gave them that clue of where to go to find the documents. But I wonder how she found him. He's probably dead. He's gonna be dead. He's gonna be shown dead next episode, probably. Man, he was an OG. Well, for the one episode he was in, let's all give a clap to the doctor. He was a real one for that. So now I know Scar's deal. I know the deal with the Philosopher's Stones. This was episode 6, and I still don't really know this lady's deal. I don't know what her end game is, what she's trying to accomplish, And I wonder how much she knows about the Philosopher's Stones as well, like they could be made and stuff. I assume she does. I assume she's the one giving these Philosopher's Stones to, some of these different people. And I assume that, she knows that they're incomplete. So maybe she probably knows a lot about them. Or maybe not as much as she'll like to, considering she went to the doctor probably for information on the Philosopher's Stones before she kills them. So, that's my only real question now, is what this lady's end game is. But, you guys still aren't telling me. You're saying I just gotta find out myself, so that's exactly what I'll do. This was my reaction and review for Part 1, Episode 6 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you enjoyed, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social media will be down below in the description box, along with the link to my Patreon. You can pledge on my Patreon, become a patron of my Patreon, and you'll get early access to all the latest reactions of any anime that I watch. Smash the like button, share this video with anyone you feel would enjoy. If you are new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button. Also, okay, so I want to talk about this just because okay, so in all the anime that I've watched, in Boku no Hero Academia, you know, I forgot the guy's name, but the guy could basically shoot glitter from his, you know, stomach. And then, in One Punch Man, what was his name? He was that prisoner. Well, I don't remember his name exactly, but you guys know who I'm talking about. You hopefully you know who I'm talking about. Basically, in anime, it seems like it's a thing. There's like, you know, I'm just gonna say it. Don't get offended, those who are. I'm just gonna say it. There's basically like, you know, kind of, well, I don't want to say it. I don't want to straight up say it like that. There's basically guys who are kind of feminine. That's what I'll say. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I don't want to offend. I'm not trying to offend anybody, you know. But basically, there's like guys who are feminine. It's not that I have a problem with it or anything. It's just being a straight male is automatically going to make me uncomfortable. Okay, so, but this general dude, I'm liking him. Not the parts where he strips. None of that. And I don't like him that kind of way. I just genuinely like him versus the other guys, whereas well, they're all funny. I mean, they're all funny. It just kind of makes me uncomfortable when I see them stripping or something and, you know, acting really feminine. So it's not like I hate any of them or not like any of them. It just makes me uncomfortable. But this general dude, I actually really do like him, you know. Not that way. But yeah, that's just something else I wanted to say. I was doing my outro. But yeah, if you're new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button and ding dong notification bell to join the Mad Alliance on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.